Hi everyone, we're going to find any critical numbers of the function by taking the first derivative. And here we have this function with a restriction on the domain, which we're not going to really need for this, but it's good they have it. So on this one we're going to use the product rule. Go ahead and you can rewrite this as t to times 4 minus t to the 1/2. So this is my g. What I'm going to do is go ahead and write down my first function, which is t, times derivative of my second one, which is going to be 1/2 times 4 minus t times the derivative of the inner function, which is -1. Then you add your second function, which was 4 minus t to the 1/2 times the derivative of the first function, which is just going to be 1. Now, cleaning this all up, we're going to get, let's see, we're going to get, I'm going to pull this out here. So this is going to be in these three. -1/2 t times 4 minus t. On this side, we have 4 minus t to the 1/2. Now I want to combine these, and you're going to see this a lot, and we've already done this in several videos. But I want to combine these by having the same denominator. So my denominator for this one is 2. The first part is 2, so I'm going to put a denominator here as 2 and put that there. All right? And I'm going to factor by grouping. Factor by grouping means these two quantities are the same. And the way I'm going to do that is write this. Oh, this is to the -1/2. I'm going to pull out the 1/2. Right? And then I'm going to write 4 minus t to the -1/2. Then I'm going to multiply it by -t. And I already pulled out the 2 from here. So this 2 I already pulled out. So this is going to be plus 2 times 4 minus t. And notice I don't have the 1/2 here. Because when I distribute these two, this is like saying a, if I let a equal 4 minus t, this is like saying a to the -1/2 times a to the 2/2. Because that's 1, so that would be 2. That gives you a to the 1/2, which is what we wanted here. So it's a neat algebra trick. Now let's clean up this second part. That's going to be -t plus 8 minus 2t. So this part here is going to be 8 minus 3t. And this part is going to go underneath. So I'm going to save room here. So this would be 2 times the square root of 4 minus t. Now to find the critical values, critical numbers, we're going to set this to 0. The denominator goes away. So basically, when you're doing these problems, you're only looking at the numerator. So set this, it's like your roots. So you have 8 minus 3t equals 0. So 8 equals 3t. So t equals 8 over 3. And that's your critical number. Okay, this right here we've done several times in my video. You got to get used to doing this, or it's going to It's just a little algebra trick. Okay, the next one is here. So the first thing we're going to do is take the derivative, and we're using the quotient property. So I write down my denominator times the derivative of my numerator minus my numerator times the derivative of the denominator all over my denominator squared. So cleaning this up, we get 4x squared plus 4 minus 8x squared over my denominator. This is going to be 4 minus 4x squared over x squared plus 1 squared. And so when you clean this up, I'm going to factor out first the 4. Get 1 minus x squared over x squared plus 1 squared. To find your critical numbers, you set this to 0. And of course, when you cross multiply, the denominator goes away. So basically, we're just going to set this part to 0. So x squared equals 1. So x equals plus or minus square root of 1, which is plus or minus 1. So that's your 2 critical numbers. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.